Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Roman again for Strength by Doing. A little video I was thinking about today, just while I'm questioning what I'm doing and why I'm doing a lot of things. I sometimes wonder why I even lift weights anymore, or why I'm training all the time, and why I do this, and just why I put myself going through the chiropractor when it's still everything constantly tenses up, like I said yesterday. I guess why am I don't know. It's just I sit there and think about it and put everything in perspective again, and it's why I do things, and really what it comes down to is survival. We live in a society where we don't really need strength or anything like that to really survive anymore, but that doesn't mean we're never put into those situations where we need to carry somebody or go through woods, or I mean, if something happens, you need to be able to take care of it, right? And it's not just giving somebody money or looking on the computer to figure things out, or trusting somebody else. I mean, what if you're out camping and somebody gets lost and they're hurt and you got to carry them back because there's no cell phone signal, there's nowhere to contact anybody, or you're in a car wreck and you're on a road trip? I mean, you got to be able to figure these things out. That's why I do mud runs as well. It's grueling. I mean, I'm wearing shorts today at work because I felt like my pants were too tight. Totally different subject, but I mean, I don't know if you can see. My legs are just completely chewed up from doing mud runs, biking, everything. I've actually gotten to where I've told the story before to other people, but I was on the trail and I've actually cut myself on my shin all the way to my bone, and actually had to just, basically use all the band-aids I had with me just to patch myself up, because I was in the middle of nowhere and I had no cell phone signal. So like, I've had to actually ride my bike out of there because I'm not going to just leave it there. And I'm sitting there bleeding and just constantly, I mean, I had to get out of there. And I think shortly after, about a year or so after that, is when I really first got into the gym. I was always kind of a little bit active after my car wreck. But that's 2008. It's 5 years later. So I mean, a lot of things have changed. But it's like really just finding your motivation. It's like, do you think that what you're doing now is going to always be able to help you later on in life? I feel that I was a Boy Scout growing up. I dropped out of the Boy Scouts when I was like 14 or so. But either way, it's just I liked being out in the woods. I like doing those things, and if I want to do them again, I want to be able to survive, and I want to be able to carry anybody else who gets hurt, or even if I am hurt, I want to be able to be strong enough to be able to persevere and keep on going. And really that mentality just goes into why I train. I mean, I'm not super strong, I'm not super big, I'm not super anything. I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not a power lifter, I'm not a strongman. But I just want to know that in those situations, will I be able to do it? And that's really the biggest thing about all of it. Other than that, training update, did okay. I decided to do a lot more reps. My low back was hurting a little bit, my spinal erectors. So I decided to not push it too much on everything, just trying to focus on a lot of form and get a lot of reps in. So I went not super heavy on my squats, and I just did a lot of reps. And then on my bench press, I tried to even though I couldn't go beyond 245 for a few reps, I dropped it down to 225, did like 2 sets of 5. Struggling a little bit on the last rep on each one of them, and then I dropped down to like 185 to do like 8 reps for 2 sets. So I'm getting up there. I think sometimes you just gotta have more there to just kind of build more muscle to get more strength. I don't really know. Whatever. Just also focusing on my form, because I realize that sometimes it's not so great, so I gotta focus on that a little bit more, and so I know exactly where I'm gonna be all the time. And it's with my longer arms, I had to like go way below my pecs, almost to like my sternum area. Well, definitely like closer to where my sternum and my rib cage opens up, that whole section, just to kind of get to where my forearms are straight. Which is not so bad. I mean, I actually feel my pecs activating a little bit more doing that, but it's not really a big thing. It's more to make sure that I'm doing it properly, and that I'm succeeding in my lift without having too many issues. Other than that, it's just good times. Talking to people at the gym. I don't have a lot of friends that I hang out with at all. In fact, I don't think I hang out with anybody ever. On my weekends, I spend a lot of times just by myself in my room, either playing on a computer, trying to do something, watch TV or some bullshit. And that's another reason why I question why I'm motivated all the time, because there's nobody else in my life. And that's really how things go. I mean, I wake up really late on Thursday and Friday night, and those are my nights off, and end up just having nothing else to do. I mean, I used to have somebody in my life, but I haven't seen that person in a while, and just I haven't really had a lot of friends growing up. So just the way things are, and it's like that's very demotivational sometimes. But at the same time, it's like I focus on myself a lot more, because if I focus on what I don't have, then I'll be stuck in that situation without having anything. So the best thing I can ever offer to somebody who's in that same situation that I am sometimes, or most of the time, is just focus on learning and focus on building, yourself up. Because without that, I wouldn't have time to do my YouTube videos and blog posts, which, I'm really bad about doing blog posts. I've been lazy about it. Just feel like I don't have a lot to talk about. Or when I do, I just don't remember to write it down, and then later on forget about it. And the super poofy hair, it's just constant. Even if I wash it, it's poofier like it is today. It's just whatever. But I just really long update video. I gotta go to the chiropractor in the morning. I was supposed to do hill runs, so I might not be able to do that. I might go to the gym on Tuesday. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to keep things organized. I was supposed to do a hill run, so I'll still try to maybe do that late, and maybe just do a small trail ride instead. Just so, because cycling, like I said before, is kind of like hill running. You use a lot more quads to get up the hills, and you're pushing yourself a lot more. But other than that, not too much to update on. I'll see if I can write a post later. But really, I mean, a lot of us are alone out there, and I'm actually parts of groups at like different events, like for Dorba or DFW Mud Crew and things like that. But I never talk to anybody. I mean, I don't have anybody to talk to. I mean, who wants to stare at the guy who looks like he's about to hurt somebody? I do have a mean face. It's just the way I was kind of, this is all a scar, this is a scar, this is a scar, this is a scar, and this is part of my jaw here. Just like different things like that. Just, I look strange and I know it. My eyes are permanently almost black and dark. You can't see it in the video too much, but they're actually darker through here. Really long video, I know I'm rambling on, but it's just that it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter, don't get stuck on the facts, or don't get stuck on feeling down about anything, because the only time you feel down is when you're stuck. So move forward, focus on yourself and progress, learn something, go out and do something. Just build yourself up, so that when you have an interest in something and you pursue it, it's when you find other like-minded people, and they might be there for the rest of your life, they might not. I mean, that's just the way things go. I mean, I do a lot of things very solo, so that's the way it goes. I mean, I'm friendly, I talk to everybody who talks to me, but I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, I don't go out to go make friends and stuff like that. It's just not the way things go. But get up and do something. Go do something with your life. Get out and do something, like I say all the time. If you don't do something, you won't grow, you won't learn anything, you won't experience, and you learn through experience, and you become stronger that way. So get out and do that. It's a long update. Follow me at strengthbydoing.com, facebook.com/strengthbydoing. I need to put up a new photo because I took one earlier with all my when out of the gym. But yeah, take care. And let me know what you think. Do a lot of these videos, and not a lot of people ever really watch them, but that's okay. I mean, I'm still gonna do them anyways. Maybe somebody will watch them eventually, and that's perfectly fine. Yeah, that's it. Take care, guys.